They're screaming. What's coming from the ceiling? Somebody's dropping down from the ceiling. It's me. Slowly turn around and going nuts. Candle. Oh my God. Broadway.com. Welcome to my favorite week of all. This is not. Oh God. All right. I'm all right. My favorite week of all. Q&A. Now, if you haven't gotten the gist of the Q&A song yet, it is it's a difficult song. All you need to know is it goes Q&A, any kind of variant riff you want to do, but one of them at some point has to end with a it's just the way that it is. I don't make the rules. It's how the Q&A song has been passed on from generation to generation. You know, I thought about doing kind of a bouncy ball sing-along, but there is no containing the Q&A song. For those of you who sing it on the regular, you know what I mean. It has to come from within. Oh, God. It has to come from within. And whatever you're feeling about the Q&A. But anyway, week 4. This is the Q&A. Q&A for moi. Q&A for some cast. Listen, there were so many questions, which I love. So I can only get to so many. We may have to do an extra Q&A addendum to the 6 episodes. I may have to put it up later because there were so many, and I love all of your questions. I just couldn't get to all of them right now, you know, because things like work, show, although nothing is as important as this vlog on Broadway. I mean, I would certainly say that myself. But anyway, week 4, Q&A. Candle. Oh, that's it.
Erase the face! Erase the face!
Okay, we here in SoCal needed this episode today. Oh, Southern California is my home, you guys. It is struggling. Thanks for allowing us to escape a bit into your world. Question. Oh, before the question, no. Because if you get a chance to look up some of the resources that you can give back to people in LA. I had so many friends that lost absolutely everything, and it's devastating. So even if you can just send some good vibes, that would be great. Okay, now to the question. I know you love Miss Piggy. Oh, my favorite. Have you met her or been able to work with her at all in your career? No, that is my dream. The one person that I would like to work with is Miss Piggy. I did, though, in my Matilda dressing room I had, and I still have it in my apartment, a signed picture, 8x10, of Miss Piggy, actually, of her, of who actually puppets her. And they signed it to me, to her other favorite diva. How does it feel knowing you single-handedly raised theater kids everywhere? Well, listen, Auntie Leslie's always here for you theater kids. I'm still a big theater kid myself, in a grown person's body. Will always be a theater kid. I don't know if I single-handedly raised you, but, you know, I'll take it. I will take it, and I hope you learned things from me. Always come to your Auntie Leslie for anything. Not anything, but most things. Well, not most things, but some things. Come to me for something. Where do you keep your iconic Olivier Award? I've loved you since Looks Up Books. Thanks. The Olivier Award, which I call Larry. He's at home in LA, and he actually has a Harry Potter wand right next to him so that I can say things like this. You're a wizard, Larry! Slay. Thank you so much for raising so many of us. What is this raising? Raising. Raise the kiddos. Y'all make me feel ancient. Keeper. My question is, if you could cast the Muppets in Gypsy Broadway, who would play who? I mean, clearly, Piggy's Rose, Kermit's Herbie. Who would be Tessie? I'm going to say that Pepe the King Prawn is Tessitura, because he is also a ballerina. Who would be Louise? I'm gonna say Scooter. Scooter is Louise. What did your audition process look like? Also, you probably already know this, but you are my idol, and my dream is to work with you one day. I mean, of course, I would love to work with you one day. What did my audition process look like? So I was living in LA, and as soon as I heard about this production happening, I screamed and said, I have to be Tessitura. I knew it from day one that I wanted to be here. And it was kind of like Matilda, where I was like a rabid dog and went after it. I called my agents and was like, hey, I don't know when this is happening, when they're going to cast, but I have to be Tessitura. We're like, okay, calm down. And so then when I found out I got an audition, it was a self-tape because I couldn't be there in person. I was working in LA on a TV show, and so I had to send in a tape. Here's a warning to actors. Warning. Kids, don't do something in a self-tape that you don't want to do 8 shows a week, because here was my funny idea. I was like, what would be my take on Tessitura? Because I wanted to do something different. I didn't want it to be the same old Tessitura. I decided it would be funny to do the entire thing on pointe shoes. Scene, everything on pointe shoes. I had not worn pointe shoes since college, so that was about, I don't know, 50 years since college. Blew off the dust. I had a pair in my closet, and kicked my husband out of his office, and I did this whole audition on pointe shoes. I was coming out to New York to rehearse 9 at the Kennedy Center, which was another dream role of mine, and heard that George Wolfe, the director, legendary, wanted to meet me. George won't cast anyone that he hasn't met in person, because he wants to make sure we're not cuckoo, at least more cuckoo than normal. It was really hard to try and make it work with my rehearsal schedule, and luckily casting Jordan and Heidi, who I thank for everything, they scheduled a 9 o'clock in the morning meeting, and it was the only time that I could go. And it was also, fun fact, the only other person that was there was Joy Woods, and I had never met her, and I was like a fan, and she was sitting there, and I was the geek who was like, are you Joy? And she knew who I was. I could not believe it. She was like, are you Leslie? So that was our beginning of our love affair. But once I met him, I knew, I was like, I have to do this. I have to do this. And then I heard 2 hours later in rehearsal. I was in rehearsal for 9. And I remember I got the call, and I couldn't believe it was so fast, because it was the quickest audition process, even though it had taken a couple months. So I lucked out. Do you miss doing your iconic cooter slam every day? And have you healed from that splinter? A little bit of context. My number in Matilda, which was the hardest dance number and vocally the hardest thing I've ever had to do, had a jump split, affectionately known as a cooter slam. That was amazing! And I would have to do that every day, sometimes twice a day. And there was one day where, unfortunately, there was a little wood splinter in the stage, and I jump split and went, Deba! You know what? Let me just show you. So something happened, I think, that show. Anything can happen. The set moves over it or something, where a little bit of the wood on the center square where I cooter slam was a little bit shredded. So there were some... So I slam and go... A piece of wood that big jammed into... Here. It's my leg! Jammed into the back of my knee, into my calf. It felt like a foot-long slab of wood was poking out of my leg. I finished the number as you do. I don't care what is sticking out of you. That came out wrong. I don't care if you have a piece of wood sticking out of your leg, if you've got a pole sticking out of you. You finish your number. You finish it. Still the best advice. You finish
your number.
What character would Stewie play in Gypsy? Well, I mean, I would love to say he's the cow because he's a great dancer. It would probably be the cow. There's no way he would stay still during Little Lamb. Especially because in that song she pays attention to like little bear, little cat, little fish, and he does not like anyone paying attention to anyone but him. I don't know where he got that from. What's it like to play opposite Audra every night? Oh, you guys. Also, I might as well answer this here. A lot of you have been like, why is she not on the vlog? Do you see what she does in this show? Do you know what she does? And I promise you she will be. It's coming. What is it like to play opposite her? Listen, it is, I mean, she is who she is for a reason. She is so amazing on stage, and she is so, like, every night's different. Every night is new and different, and you don't know what she's going to throw you. It's incredible. Love the stuff that I have with her. We get to have a little standoff. And you guys, she's also, like, the nicest person ever. Ever. She's the nicest person, like, no ego. Just the best. How are you so amazing and stunning? I just am. Oh, my lash got stuck in my iPad. How do you stay confident in your body when you're basically nothing on stage 8 shows a week? The strippers' costumes are pretty much like a leotard. They look like we're wearing nothing, but it's pretty much like a leotard. And listen, I'm going to say this to you. Come closer. I need to say this. I'm just going to say this once. There is room for every kind of body on stage. And if anybody tells you differently, you tell them to come to me and I will mess them up. You have to be happy with yourself. You have to love yourself. There could always be things that you want to work on, whether that's strength or your voice or, whatever, but you have to love what you were given in order for you to feel confident and comfortable. For us, I think what I love about these women is that they are so confident in what they do, in their abilities, that their body never even comes into it, even though they're strippers, because it's not about their body. It is about their gimmick. It is about their talent. And if somebody's in the audience going, ugh, they don't look good, I mean, you still bought a ticket, we still got your money, and you have to look at me. And if you don't like it, I don't care. I don't care. Do you? Oh, wait, stop. I whip my hair back and forth.
Someone from the orchestra stage door, please. Someone from the orchestra stage door.
Anybody? I was watching old versions of Gypsy, and Tessie didn't wear ballet shoes. Is this the only version with your character on point? On the Broadway, I actually think it might be. I gotta go and check that. Tessie usually has character shoes and does ballet. It might be. I'm sure other people have done it somewhere, but on the Broadway, it might be. I like this one. Just says, hell yeah, mother. Addendum, right after hell yeah, mother, the same person wrote, can you be my mother? Queen Leslie, I'm curious, in what aspects of doing a regional theater production do you find fulfilling that differs from doing a Broadway one? I love regional theater, and I let you guys do your community theater, do your regional theaters. I think regional theater is just as important as Broadway. Broadway is just a street. I've said it before. And there's no difference. You guys, there is no difference from, this feels like my High School Musical. Like, it may have more money behind it, and people will be like, ooh, it's Broadway, but it's all the same. It's all the same. And I love doing regional theater because a lot of times in regional theater, I get to play roles that I wouldn't get to play on Broadway because the shows aren't happening or someone else's cast. And sometimes you get to play a role that you've played a lot. Like, there are all roles that I do a lot, like Adelaide and Audrey and Aldonza, all the A's. That you kind of can go back and be like, oh, what?
Hello, company. We have the stage. So if anyone wants to come down and use the stage to warm up or go through anything, the stage is open.
That's when I go breaking point shoes. But they're broken in for this week. Yeah, I love doing regional theater, and if anybody says that once you've been on Broadway you shouldn't be doing regional theater or whatever, again, it's all the same. It's all the same. It feels exactly the same. How is Stu doing with the cold weather? Listen, when Stu came with me to New York, he was 2.5. He's now 13. And the last, 4 years, he's lived in Los Angeles since COVID. And is so spoiled, has a yard, and it's so nice there. So when I got this, I was like, listen, babe, gotta go back. And so my husband brought him out, and I took out all his little sweaters and his boots, and he was already like, oh no, I'm not wearing those booties again. And he is not having this weather. I bought him a new coat, a new puffer with a hood. Hates it. Hates the cold, just wants to go back to LA. Well, guess what? He can't. Too bad, Mr. Poops. Please ask me. Oh, friends, I cannot ask the kiddos questions. I'm hoping that we can introduce the kiddos very soon. But it's it varies company to company. And even Matilda, I couldn't show them for a while. So I cannot ask the kiddos anything, nor can I really show them. So, but I'm hoping that will change. But if some of you have sent in questions for the kiddos, that is why they're not being answered. Have your castmates seen your performance of the Gypsy Overture at Broadway Con in 2016? Oh my god! Oh my god, I completely forgot I had to do that! You guys, I forgot. I love Broadway Con. I've been doing it since year 1, and this is the 10th year I'll be there. What did I do? I think they made me sing the overture? Oh, I have to see this now. I couldn't get away from you, even if you told. It's getting very hot. Me too. So go on and try. Just try. And you're gonna see how you're gonna not at all get away from me. All right. Because you guys had so many cast questions, I have to go to the other side of the theater. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. I have to go to the other side of the dressing rooms. There are 18,000 steps. You're coming with me. Here we go. That was the first. Guys, I'm not even kidding. This is... Okay, hang on. Okay, go on. Go here.
Well, I had been secretly preparing my audition. When at first she didn't know that I don't think you knew at all that I was auditioning.
I knew that we were both auditioning. She knew that we were both auditioning. We didn't really talk about it.
But she heard me, but I was like, I just have to keep it to myself because you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know what happens. And then she heard me laughing at bleeping Pearl Studios. And she was like, Jordan, and I was like, hey, girl.
And I found out before her. And then the day that she told me, I forget exactly what.
And then I found out, and I think I literally just walked into our notebook dressing room and I was like, hey, sister. And she was like,
I was like, and then we did a silent scream, and then that was that.
I love.
I put on that Abe Lincoln fit.
Yep.
I go see the girls in your room.
Yep.
I go bother everybody on this floor. And once I get them bangs on, it's over.
Yep.
There's not much preparing to do once you get the crispy bangs.
What?
Stay gold.
I swear to God, if you don't say gypsy, I'm throwing you out that window.
Gypsy.
Have a dish, have a fork, have a fish, have a pork.
We're eating rice cakes.
Rice cakes.
Are you really?
We used to eat actual egg rolls, but then a few of us, me and Brendan, complained. We asked if there was another option, and then they gave us rice cakes.
But do they look like egg rolls or no?
Yeah, they kind of do. They're a little pale in comparison to an egg roll, but they're the shape. They're the cylinder shape.
But isn't a rice cake worse? It's like dry, like.
No.
No?
This one has like, it's dry, but it has like kind of like a honey.
It has honey.
Oh, okay.
That's nice.
Okay. Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
Before we were getting mushrooms and
Oh.
It was like vegetables.
Yeah,
It was gross.
Oh,
Did it for
fuck.
And Kevin famously doesn't really love mushrooms, so I was every show going like,
Did you just third person yourself?
yeah.
Mama, please take our advice.
Hey,
Dig into everything. Like, just take classes. I don't know why I'm screaming.
scream it, yeah.
But take classes and just like explore, continue to just make yourself uncomfortable until you're like, oh, this feels fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never stop learning.
Uh-huh.
Never stop asking questions. Be a forever learner. It's never too late to learn something new.
Mm-hmm.
Get to know yourself.
I love that. I love that.
My daughters are my job, and I do it damn well.
Either I have a job, dear, and I do it damn well,
Uh-huh.
or I said turn it off.
It's also the way that Audra says it, but it's like, God helps him who helps himself.
I love that.
Great. You're gonna pay that crummy cow and not us. Oh, I do love that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I
Yeah.
do love that
Yeah,
one.
okay, that's a good one. Oh.
Favorite line from the show. Ooh, it's yours. Save your bad breath. No. Save your. Your okay, I got it. Fat boy, save your bad breath.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
my
that one
favorite too. That's
and,
good.
And then when you go creep.
Oh,
that too.
I like
that one too.
I like creep.
I'm very versatile.
Tessie.
Yeah!
Honestly, yeah, Tessie.
Come on.
Balloon girl.
Oh, Balloon Girl's good.
I want to be Herbie so I can yell at the end of the show.
Oh, I like that too. That's right. I would be any other role. The cow.
Yeah. Nice.
I like the cow.
It's all yours.
3 ducks, 5 canaries, a mouse, 2 monkeys, 1.
Pictures, makeup, and my phone charger.
Nice.
Salt lamp, plants, and a great tea mug.
Wait, what does the salt lamp do?
Salt lamp. It's just so peaceful. Ready?
But does it do anything or just lights up and that's it?
It's just beautiful. It's beautiful and salt. Salt's nice. I know. It's me though. And then plant oxygen. You know, cleans the air.
Oxygen and salt.
Oxygen and salt.
This is very.
I like the beach.
And I hate all nature. Keurig.
Catch it.
Oh, yours is cute. Look at the big fortune cookie. So cute.
Snacks. Always snacks.
Oh, snacks. Yeah, snacks. What's happening? You shaving?
Yeah. No, I'm warming up.
Do something special, anything that's special.
Oh my goodness, I'd have plants all over me. I'd have plants and
Plants?
I would be Mother Nature. I'd have
Poison
vines,
ivy.
You know, like
Yes.
I want something that has like lots of layers, and I keep pulling off layers, and there's more layers underneath. But it's like, you know, like when the clown
Yeah.
like pulls the thing
Yeah.
out, I just keep like people think that's got to be the last one.
Does
but
it ever end?
Yeah, of course. Eventually, I'm like, ooh.
I'm doing it now. Things where you can't see them.
I'd like to finish my interview, please. I don't want to interrupt.
I don't want the script gimmick though. Is
the assignment.
I'll come see you.
I'm really trying to clean up my act, Leslie.
Literally.
Yes.
Okay, I'll come see you in a moment. But put some clothes on.
I'll try.
I hate Crocs so much. I hate them. Here's the thing. Some of you may know that I hate Birkenstocks. But I also hate Crocs. I just hate them. The little clogs. But the GYPSY company gave everyone Crocs to walk around in. And they thought maybe I would wear these glitter Crocs. I got special glitter ones. Crocs. Episode 4! Listen, I promise you, now that I've seen all the questions, and there's even been more since I recorded questions, I'm gonna do it bonus episode because there were like 100 more questions. What? So I'm gonna do a bonus after the last episode drops, like the kids say. And I will put even more questions because I have tons with the cast and stuff. It was just gonna be too long-winded because I am a windbag and talk a lot. Next week, week 5, so much fun stuff. You'll see me go to Sirius XM, do a little show for the Broadway Sirius XM, and then we've got what else? B-roll. B-roll's coming. Dogs are coming. Yeah, that's it. That's what's coming. So, okay, great. Thanks. Bye.